We are throwing it back to the 1990s, the late 1990s, to talk about a Tamagotchi. A Tamagotchi is a virtual pet that lives in a keychain. This toy was released in Japan in 1996 and then to other parts of the world in 1997, where it quickly became very popular. And these toys came with some challenges. You had to keep your pet alive. As described in the packaging, it says, Tamagotchi is a tiny pet from cyberspace who needs your love to survive and grow. If you take good care of your Tamagotchi pet, it will slowly grow bigger, healthier, and more beautiful every day. But if you neglect your cyber creature, your Tamagotchi may grow up to be mean or ugly. How old will your Tamagotchi be when it returns to its home planet? And what kind of virtual caretaker will you be? Take a look at the first commercial that came out to show the world Tamagotchis.
Well, if it isn't Tamagotchi, her new favorite pet.
Yes!
So what's that make me, fish sticks?
Oh, are you hungry?
Oh, no. By all means, feed it. Play till your heart's content.
Look, Goldie! I took good care of her, and she changed again.
Change? How about changing some water here?
Katie, Buzz is here!
So Tamagotchi can pause. I can pause too. Let's see that again.
Hatch a Tamagotchi, the one and only from Bandai.
And yes, the Tamagotchi pet is still around today. You can buy this toy as a more modern version. They do have the Generation 1 and the Generation 2. And here's a little closer look at the differences between the two.
But I just picked up 2 of the original Tamagotchis last night. And so we see right here, we have the Gen 1 of the original and the Gen 2. They basically work the same way, but the differences are going to be the mini games and the kinds of Tamagotchi that it evolves into. So these are going to be the Gen 2 characters, and these are going to be the Gen 1 characters. And there also are some little secret characters too. Set the time. Wait for the eggs to hatch. A Gen 2 will have a checkered egg, and a Gen 1 will have a spotted egg. And Gen 1 has this little checkered background, and the Gen 2 has the little wavy background. If you violently shake the Tamagotchi, it will not hatch any sooner. So, don't do that. Okay. Or will it? No, that was just a coincidence. It's been 5 minutes. You gotta feed it. Give it some bread. Until it's full. And yeah, now let me show you the games. Oh, this guy just hatched too. These ones get burgers. He's full, okay. So the game on this one, you gotta guess which way it's gonna look. So this would be left, this would be right. And if you guess correctly, then you win. If you don't, then you lose. Alright, so we won. On this one, it's a game to guess if the number it shows will be higher or lower. So we'll say lower. Alright. Is it gonna be higher or lower? Definitely lower. Alright, lower. 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 I won! Anyway, that's pretty much it. So, those are the differences between the Gen 1 and the Gen 2 of the original Tamagotchis. So, I hope this video helped you decide which one you want.
And yes, Tamagotchi keychains are still sold today, and they are highly collectible items. Many people like to collect these keychains because of their unique skins or shells. Some collectors have even had custom skins or shells made for their Tamagotchi keychains. Let's take a look at this collector's unique collection.
Hello. While I have a lot of my Tamagotchis out, I figured I would show you some of my favorite connection shells that I have. Starting with a few of the custom shells, this was completely handmade, and the insides of this came from another Tamagotchi, and it's just sparkly transparent turquoise, which is really cool. Another custom shell, this was hand painted, and it has Ghastly Hunter and Gengar on it, and also glow-in-the-dark stars and planets if you turn the lights off, so I really like this shell a lot. This is another custom. It is a Gurren Lagann themed connection shell. This was hand painted by Tama_art with 2 underscores on Instagram. The last one was also painted by them, and they do an excellent job. So this one is really cool and has to be my favorite because Gurren Lagann is my favorite anime of all time. As for official shells, the actually most basic white one is one of my favorites, only because this is one of the first connections that I actually owned, so I have a really special place in my heart for this one. On to some of the more fun shells. This is the Spaceship or Rockets version 5. It's not in perfect condition, but I did get it used for a really good price and it works perfectly, and it is a really pretty shell. The Melon Soda. It's very pretty. It's got a milky turquoise color. The Constellation version 3, this has a really cool color scheme and I really like space a lot, and this one is very pretty. I really do like almost every single shell, so it's really hard to pick favorites, but this one reminds me of the Pop-Tart colors. This is a version 5.5 Royal Family shell. This one is very pretty and also in excellent condition. This version 4.5 character shell has an excellent color scheme and I really like this shell a lot. It's just very pretty. I really like the transparent shells probably the most. This is version 3 and it has a really cool color scheme and I just like this one a lot. Some people think it's ugly, but I really love this. It just reminds me of early 2000s technology. This fully transparent pink shell is very nice, and a lot of these full transparent shells actually only came out in Europe, so they're a lot harder to find in the US, but this one is very nice looking. This version 4.5 actually glows in the dark extremely well. All of the green spots glow in the dark. I think the buttons do, and so does the little orb on the antenna as well. So this is a really cool shell, and I don't know of any other ones that actually glow in the dark, so this one was really fun. Really, I think every shell has its redeeming qualities and really cool designs on it. There are so many that I love. Those were some of my favorites. I think I'm about to run out of time, so I just wanted to share a few of the really neat ones with you, and I'll see you later.
So we are going to embrace the 90s. We are going to be making our own Tamagotchi pets, and maybe you want to make a more modern version, a 2022 model. So for our project, you're going to get this handout that does have a blank copy of what a Tamagotchi looks like with a screen available to create your own custom character, as well as 2 screens off to the side where you can practice creating your characters or maybe even create extra characters. Remember, these are pixel characters. So you are going to be creating your characters out of squares. Think Minecraft. There is no right or wrong to how you create these characters or how you decorate the shell of your Tamagotchi. So here is my final version of my Tamagotchi pet. I did choose to go with a more original design of a cat, but you can absolutely copy another character like we saw on the previous slides, like maybe an Among Us character or even something like Jake the dog. So you can choose however you want to decorate your shell of your Tamagotchi and creating your own pixel pet. On the 2 slides off to the side, if you want to practice other pets in that space, you can, or even make something like I did where I made food for my Tamagotchi. You can be as creative as you want with this project. I cannot wait to see what you come up with. Again, you can use the side panels for practice before you get started, or use them to make some things that go with your pet. You are going to enjoy this project. I really hope you like it, and perhaps you might even find a Tamagotchi out in the store to start your collection.